Hello! Mother's Day in the UK is fast approaching, so I thought this would be the perfect time to learn some beautiful idioms that we regularly use when talking about our mothers. Now, I have a great relationship with my mum, and I'm a mother myself. I try to be the best mum that I can be, and I would hope that some of the idioms I'm going to share with you today would be used by my sons to describe me when I'm an old lady. Okay, so let's get started with the first idiom. You can describe your mother as your rock. She's my rock. This means that she is strong. She's unfaltering. She doesn't change. She is always there and can be relied upon. You might say, I love my mother so much. She's been there for me through everything. She's my rock. The next idiom that you might use is a force to be reckoned with. A force to be reckoned with. If you describe someone as a force to be reckoned with, it means that they are determined and strong-willed. For example, I remember as a child thinking my mum was the bravest and strongest woman in the whole world. I watched her stand up to bullies. I watched her confront people in a way that I would be nervous to do even today. She was a force to be reckoned with. So you might say, my mother raised 5 children single-handedly. She is a force to be reckoned with. I've got a little teaching assistant with me now. I hope you don't mind. This is Socks. Hello. Okay, so the next idiom is runs a tight ship. So if somebody runs a tight ship, it means that they are disciplined and organised. I try to run a tight ship in my house. We try to follow a strict schedule, getting up and out of the house every day at a set time. And I try to enforce rules of discipline, but I'm not very good at enforcing them. So I try to run a tight ship, but it doesn't always go my way. So here's an example sentence. Growing up, my mum ran a tight ship. She was so well organised. Next we have wears many hats. Wears many hats. This means that somebody juggles lots of different responsibilities. They play different roles. So for example, I play the role of cleaner and childminder or mum. I play the role of entrepreneur, teacher, YouTuber, running my own business. I might play the role of gardener. I might play the role of project manager if I've got building work going on in the house, which I do. So I wear many hats. Does your mum wear many hats? So you could say, my mum wears many hats. She's a nurse, a friend, a teacher, and the best mum in the world. You could say that your mum is a shoulder to cry on. A shoulder to cry on means somebody that you can rely on to offer you comfort when you're feeling sad. They support you through the hard times. I know that my mum is always a shoulder to cry on if I need it. I can call her and say, Mum, I feel so sad. Something sad has happened and I'm sad about it. And she'll let me cry and she'll comfort me and make me feel better. She's a shoulder to cry on. So you might say, no matter what happens, my mum is always a shoulder to cry on. Now, if your mum is very calm, especially in difficult situations, then you could refer to her as being as cool as a cucumber. Oh, my mum, she's as cool as a cucumber. Nothing bothers her. She doesn't get stressed. She doesn't get into a flap I am not as cool as a cucumber. I'm rarely as cool as a cucumber. I easily feel anxious and overwhelmed. I get into a panic if we're late. So I am not a cucumber in any respect. But maybe your mum is as cool as a cucumber. So you might say, even if things go wrong, my mum is as cool as a cucumber. Next, you might describe your mum as being the backbone of the family. Now, if someone is described as the backbone of a unit, of a family, then they are the central part, the important part that holds all the pieces together. Just like your spine, your backbone, all the other bones attached to the spine, to the backbone. Well, often the mother is the backbone of the family. The mother connects all the pieces, keeps everyone together, keeps everything flowing and organised. It's certainly the case in my family. I don't know where we'd be without my mum. She keeps us all connected and keeps bringing us all back together. So you might say, my mum is the backbone of the family. Without her, we'd all fall apart. Next on today's list is as tough as nails. To be as tough as nails. Who's ding-a-ling-a-linging? You're making a lot of ding-a-lings in the back here. You might describe your mum as being as tough as nails if she is strong and resilient and nothing can faze her. For example, if somebody came knocking at the door, a dodgy workman. All right, love. I see you've got a problem with your gutters. Do you want me to check out your gutters for you? And she says, no, thank you. There's nothing wrong with my gutters. Please don't knock on my door again. Go away. I didn't ask you to come round. Go away, please. And then that person at the door starts getting a bit leery. Here, don't you tell me to go away. I can come round your house and knock on your door whenever I like. Most people would feel a bit intimidated, but your mum might square up to that person and say, here, I told you, do not knock at my door again. Do you understand? I'll show you what for. I'm not very good at being tough. I'm not as tough as nails, but some people are. And so if your mum is strong and resilient, then you could potentially describe her as being as tough as nails. So you might say, my mum looks gentle, but when it comes to protecting us, she is as tough as nails. Next, and I hope this does describe all of your mums, is a heart of gold. So if someone has a heart of gold, it means they are very kind and generous. So I hope that my children think that I have a heart of gold. I treat my children with tenderness and kindness. I offer them lots of love and support. I'm very generous. I often give them my last bit of food if they're saying, I'm still hungry, mummy. I didn't have very much pudding. Please, could I have some of your chocolate? Can I have that last piece of cake, mummy? Well, I was going to have that, darling, but I really want it, mummy. Okay, you can have it. So I'm very generous with my children in a way I wouldn't be with anybody else. So I would describe myself as having a heart of gold when it comes to my kids. And I hope you can describe your mum in the same way too. So an official example sentence is, my mum has a heart of gold. She's always helping people. Now, before I move on to the last item, I would hugely appreciate if you give this video a little boop. That's a little like, so that the algorithm knows that you're enjoying this lesson, and maybe it will show it to other people who would like to learn how to talk about their mums. Okay, thank you very much. Last on today's list is to not suffer fools gladly. So you'd say, she doesn't suffer fools gladly. She doesn't suffer fools gladly. That means she won't tolerate nonsense and she doesn't like foolish behaviour. I do tolerate fools. I'm the kind of person who will bite my lip and avoid conflict. I'm not very tough. I'm a bit passive in a lot of ways. But some people will not tolerate it in any way. And they will straight away say, excuse me, no, absolutely not. Don't behave like that. Get out, go away, leave me alone. Is your mum like that? Would you say, my mum does not suffer fools gladly. If you mess up, she'll tell you about it. That's our 10. I'll put them here now for a little recap. What I'd like you to do is just take a moment to tell me in the comments about your mum. It would be great if you could use one of these phrases, especially if it's new to you and relevant. And I really look forward to reading what you put in the comment section. Okay. Until next time, take very good care. And goodbye.